Welcome to Real Talk with Lamin. Today I'm joined with Eva, who has a strong interest in different culture and has traveled to Tanzania for some times. Today we are going to talk about her experience, Sweden and Africa, immigration and integration, and how people from different backgrounds can better understand each other. Eva, welcome to Real Talk with Lamin.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I mean, what made you interested in your travel and experience other culture in Africa?
You mean why I did travel to Africa
Yeah,
the first time?
yeah.
Actually, I've been working a lot with music,
Okay.
and I got this from a colleague at work. I think that it was going to be a big festival, music international festival.
Okay.
So they needed volunteers.
Volunteers. Okay.
And I said, I can go there. And then I got some information about who I could contact and so on. And they said, yes, you are welcome if you can pay the journey by yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, but they could offer a place to stay and some food and so on. So I went there, and that is exactly 15 years ago.
Oh, but you never return back since. You never go back to Africa since.
Since then,
Yeah.
I've been there many times.
Oh.
Yes.
So it's because of music you go there for the first time
No, yeah, the first time I was at this big festival
in Tanzania.
in Tanzania.
Who organized that festival?
And that was a cooperation between a lot of different organizations in Africa and Europe. So it was a lot of bands and artists from, I think, 5 different African countries and 3 European countries.
Okay.
Sweden was one of them.
Okay. Well, what was your first experience, going to Africa?
It was very hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everything was different.
Okay.
So it was so interesting. And people were so interested in, just when I was walking along a little road, this was in Bagamoyo, which is not a big town.
Okay.
It's small. And whenever people came up to me and said, hello, who are you? What are you doing here?
Okay.
That's so interesting because that doesn't happen in Sweden.
Yeah, you are right.
No.
Yeah. So what was the experience look like, going there for the first time for a music concert, and meeting different people, not only, only Tanzanian people, Can you give us more detail about that concert?
Yeah.
What was the reason?
I got several new friends.
Okay.
And at this time, this was 2010, Facebook had started.
Okay.
So it was possible to connect with these people.
Yeah.
Before that, it was not so easy. Then you had to write a letter and send to them. That's not the same thing.
Yeah.
So now we could have a communication and keep contact with each other.
Now it's easy to connect.
Yeah. So just 1 year later, or was it 2? I don't remember. I brought my husband and we went to Tanzania again and spent a few weeks there. Yeah.
So since then, you just go. Sometimes you go and come back for holiday.
Something very special happened this second time I was there.
Okay.
We were staying with a friend that I made the first time I was there, Kise.
Yeah.
She was running a small hotel and we were staying at her hotel.
Okay.
And one evening we were out walking and this was also in Bagamoyo.
Okay.
Same town.
Yeah.
And when we were walking along a small road, there were some kids playing next to the road, and one of them was totally white.
Okay.
But it wasn't a European.
Okay.
It was
It
an
was
African
yeah,
child.
albino. The
Albinism. That's
okay.
true. And I saw that she got burned by the sun, and I just felt that because I also got burned by the sun
On the
same
sun,
day,
yeah.
and I know that when you go to bed, you can't even put the something on yourself because
it's burning.
burns.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was thinking, oh, how is she doing? I mean, she has to live with this every day. So I was asking my friend, he said, do you know anything, this girl? Yeah, she said, I know her mother. We can go and visit them tomorrow.
Okay.
Which we did. And then I got the whole story about how difficult it is to have albinism in Tanzania or in East Africa.
Wow. So how do you felt about that boy, seeing that boy,
It was
in
a
that
girl.
okay, that girl in that situation, how do you felt? Do you have any
I felt worried because I understood directly that it's not so easy to get burned by the sun because you can get skin cancer very easily. But it was a lot of other problems also.
Okay.
They are having a lot of tough life because people don't like them.
Yeah.
And they think that they are bad and so on.
Yeah, I think in Africa, they if a family have an albino child, they thought that it's a bad luck, And so, what message are you gonna give to those people? How are we gonna treat them, in a good way? Like,
I kept contact with this little girl's mother, and they had a neighbor who had a boy with albinism as well. So through my friend Kisa, I could keep in contact with them, and Kisa found an organization that is actually helping people with albinism in Tanzania. And this organization is called Under the Same Sun.
Under the same sun.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it is run by a Canadian man who also has albinism. So I contacted them, and through them I helped these kids to go to a better school where they actually could get help. And they are doing so well now.
Wow.
I am having a lot of contact with them, and I have met them so many times.
Wow.
And I have been there working with different projects, and we have done street theater, and we have done 2 films, one drama film and one documentary about people with albinism.
Okay, in Tanzania?
Yes.
Oh, so you have been doing a lot in Tanzania?
Yes, I've been there so many times, and I have so many friends there.
So do you still have contact with this little girl, Ella?
Yes. And it's a big girl now.
How did she feel, when you stepped in, to help her, and the family?
She's happy. She's so happy because she got a very good education that she never would have gotten otherwise because her mother was so poor. Had no money at all.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, that's a good heart from you, I mean, thank you for that.
I'm so happy for it.
Yeah.
It feels so good, and I'm so happy to have. They are like my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's very, very impressive, because I had a story, before in Tanzania, these Albanese people, I don't know, somehow they kill them, for I don't know, for ritual, I also don't know the story that much. It feels sad, like we don't take them as they are part of us, I mean, I don't know why people think that, in Africa, sometimes, it's sad, how we treat other people, especially if you are disabled too in Africa, it's hard there, I mean, it's very, very sad.
That's true.
But what made you interested, in traveling and experiencing, other culture? Like you went to Tanzania. How was the culture in Tanzania compared to here?
Oh, that's really hard to say. I mean, culture is different all parts of the world.
Yeah.
Even in different parts of Sweden,
Yeah.
culture is different.
Of course, yeah.
Because people are different.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And I've always been interested in culture, in all kinds of
culture.
Yeah. So, and Tanzania is not the only country I've been to. I've been to Egypt, I've been to India, I've been to Costa Rica.
Okay, wow.
So, yeah, I was working with fair trade for many years. Yeah.
But you never been to Gambia? I'm from Gambia.
No, I haven't, but that is on my list. Because I love West African music.
Okay. Wow.
Do you know Suso and Maher Sissoko?
In Mali?
Oh. No, they are from Senegal.
Yeah. I think I meet them. They once came here for a program here, you know.
Yeah,
he played kora.
They've been here.
He played kora, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I saw him on, I don't know, Facebook.
I saw them in June. Yeah. But I've met them several times.
Okay.
Yeah, I love their music.
Okay. So you love music?
I love music, and especially West African music.
West Africa. Yeah. So you plan?
So I want to go to
West Africa, to Gambia, yes. Or West Africa, any country. Yes. Yeah. But what is that's something that really surprised you, you know, when you visited Tanzania?
Yeah, maybe it was that people just came up to me, hello, who are you? Like that. That was very different.
Yeah.
But I think I am pretty open to anything.
Any culture.
I don't expect that anything should be just like it is here in Norrköping.
Yeah.
No. I hope that culture is different, and that means that we can experience new things and learn new things.
Yeah, but how culture is important to you? Like different culture, how it is important to you?
Yeah, I mean, culture is made by humans.
Yeah.
And humans are different.
Yeah, exactly.
And humans are creative, and it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here's another question. What is that one misconcept like Europeans have against Africa?
Oh, I think it's a lot.
It's a lot.
And I don't even want to think about that, because it's so crazy. I mean, we are humans.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we are all from Africa originally.
Okay, how?
Yeah, didn't you know that?
No, give me that story.
I mean, all humans came originally from Africa.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That's where we come from, all of us.
Okay.
So we should just say, yeah, like everyone say in Africa to me, hello sister, hello mama.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they call each other brother and sister.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think we all should say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what is the difference? Because many Western people, right? You know, they have this misconcept or misunderstand about Africa, right? I don't know whether it's about what the media show them about Africa. Then they will be thinking somehow about Africa, like, you know, because the media doesn't show, I mean, in the good side of Africa. And which I understood, because if the media is showing me the bad side of Sweden, of course I will think that Sweden is not a good country. So I think sometimes the media give them that concept that, you know, Africa is not that safe to be. So what is your theory about that? Or your own personal experience, you know, traveling around?
Yeah, I just think it's wrong to think like that, because if you should say that it's not safe. Yeah, it's not safe to be here because I know that someone was killed here outside another year.
Yeah.
Shit can happen everywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that actually we should visit different countries much more than we do. And people that go for holiday, they just want to sit on the beach and drink drinks and read a book.
Yeah.
I think that when we go to another country, we should go and experience the culture and get to know people and understand that, yeah, we are all humans.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the problem is that it's not good for the climate if we fly a lot here and there.
Yeah.
So that is the problem. If we just could solve that problem with the climate change and everything, then we should travel around the world all the time because it's wonderful.
Yeah, of course it is. People have to travel. But you have been traveling to Tanzania for quite many times. I mean, what is that one lesson you really learn in Tanzania and then you come with it in Sweden here? Like maybe humanity, you said you help a girl there. So what feeling do you get when when you travel to Tanzania? But what was the feeling you really learn in Tanzania? Oh, here is different. I learned this that I don't like actually see in Sweden. What are those things?
Well, I guess it is people that come and say, "Hi, who are you?" That
it doesn't happen here.
I mean, of course, there is a lot of things that are different. People live in small. No, I don't even know the English word for it. It's a small
village, oh?
No, but it's a small
small house.
Yeah.
So yeah. Small hut.
Yeah, like hut. Yes. And the poverty is big. Yeah. It's really, really.
That's true.
And they don't have the same support from the government.
No.
So many people are living in very, very hard circumstances.
Hard situation, yeah. That's true. I mean, African government does not support their people that much, That's not everybody have equal right, in Africa. Some part of Africa, of course, it's hard for them to survive,
Yeah.
Mostly it's only people living in the city. Even in the city, sometimes it's hard, and which is not fair, to be honest, But if someone from Sweden here has never been to Africa, like, what could you tell that person if she want to travel to Africa for the first time?
It depends on who that person is. Because if you are open to different cultures and then you can just take it in. But if you are scared and don't want to meet new people, then it's really difficult.
Yeah,
then they wouldn't like to go anyway.
They will not like to. So it's important to be open up, be open-minded, and try to learn
I think so.
the culture and everything to enjoy your holiday back there, which is important.
Yeah.
Wow, that's good, So what do you think? What do you think? That makes Sweden a good place to live?
Well, you do get help and support. If you don't have a work, then you can get financial help.
Okay.
And you can go to school for free.
For free, yeah.
Yes. And nowadays it's not so easy to find a job.
That's true.
That was so different when I was young.
Okay.
You could just go and look for a job, and next day you could start working. Yeah, that was so easy in the 70s, 80s.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
But if you really work hard on it, you can get a job.
A job.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's good. So, I mean, it is important to integrate too, like learn the language, know the society and go to school. I think it helps, to get job, But what do you think? What do you think is difficult about Swedish society?
The people maybe are a little bit, not everyone,
Yeah.
but many people are, they just want to keep,
Themselves.
yes, and they are not so open to meet new people and make new friends. I find that difficult. I'm running a small NGO
Okay.
in a part of town called Marielund, if you
Yeah, I
know
know,
what that
man.
is.
Yeah.
And I'm looking every year. I'm looking for people that can help with studies to support, young ones or
Okay.
even adults if they need help with
Okay.
their schoolwork and so on. But it's so hard to find.
Yeah.
Really, really hard. People are so busy. They have too much to do.
Yeah, that's true. But why Swedish people are not open? Is it about the culture or
Yeah, I guess.
it's
I
the
have no
culture?
idea. I can't say. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I think I've read somewhere sometime that it has to do with that throughout so many hundreds of years we lived in small villages
okay.
and we didn't see other people.
People.
So we are not used
to see other people.
to meet and get to know other people. But that's just something I
Yeah,
read somewhere.
yeah, but
I don't know
nah,
if
but
it's true.
it could have happened, because of what you just said. You read it somewhere else. Many years back. You people were just living. They don't see other people. Of course, it could have happened too.
Yeah.
Because I always tell I don't blame them if they are not open. Maybe they, like you just say, they were not seeing people around, too much. Maybe you go to school in the 80s, in the 90s, no, you don't see any African or a black, you understand.
Yeah.
And now people are here. Of course, it will be hard for them, to them too, to integrate, to learn the culture, which is understandable, but
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes people see it in a different way, but yeah. So why it is so much difficult for someone to make a friend with a Swedish?
I mean, of course, it's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that have made new friends
Okay.
here.
Okay.
And I have definitely. But I can't speak for those that doesn't.
Yeah, of
because
course.
they have to say that themselves.
Themselves,
Yes.
that's true,
Yeah.
that's true. I mean, now we talk about the integration and the immigration, what does integration actually mean to you?
Yeah, it means that if you move here, you have to learn about the Swedish culture.
That's true.
Yeah, and that is not so easy for everyone.
Yeah.
It is hard, and I think that many people feel more safe to be with your neighbors, maybe that is from your country or at least from Africa or whatever.
Exactly,
And that is the biggest challenge, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
But many African see that, like many of us, we see that it is hard to have a Swedish friend because like they don't want to interact with people. So
But it depends on how you try to. I remember once that that was a long time ago. I was running a project in Marielund for 3 years, and all of the young ones that were there were they or their parents were from Africa or Arabic countries, And I got to know their parents.
Okay.
And one mother came to me one day and she said, she was from Somalia, and she said, yeah, we are studying Swedish at SFI,
SFE.
and we need to practice Swedish, but we don't know any Swedes.
Yeah.
How can we find them? And another woman said that I was trying once when I was waiting for the bus. I said to a person that was standing next to me, hello, how are you? And that person just did like this. So it's not so easy.
Yeah.
And you have to find the ways how to get to connect with Swedes. And I would say that the NGOs, you know, föreningar, yeah, if you can join something like that, then you can meet other people, and then you can also start to practice your Swedish.
That's true. But what do you say to those maybe African or immigrant, living in Sweden? Most of them, they say, as Swedish people, they don't have culture,
That is not true.
Okay.
Because we have a lot of culture, and I am always trying to invite people to come with me to go to the theater, to go to concerts and everything. Not many are interested.
In Vandra? Yeah, they are interested.
No, they are not so interested.
Okay.
But I think that one big problem for many of them is that they have many kids, pretty small kids.
Yeah.
And then they can't leave home.
Oh my, yeah.
They have to stay at home to take care of the kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
How often do people do, like, visa folk, like showing Swedish culture? Because I think it's important to, like, we who live in Sweden here to know, okay, this is Swedish culture too. Because many believe that, Sweden don't have culture, and whilst they have culture, because I think they don't see the culture, They don't see maybe Swedish people are practicing the culture, because the only thing they say, midsummer, midsummer is a culture. They say,
yeah, of course it is.
Yeah,
But,
so
culture can be so many
different ways. Okay.
Yeah, of course. So it depends on what you mean when you talk about culture. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you mean music? Do you mean theater? Do you mean different traditions like midsummer or Christmas or
I think that's a very important question. If we say Swedes don't have culture, like, we have what kind of culture?
Yeah.
Because there are different type of culture. Culture is not only about what maybe tribe, like, ethnic group. So of course music can be culture, theater can be culture, which is very, very, that's true. That's very, very, very. But do you think integration is mainly the responsibility of immigration, Swedish society, or both?
Sorry,
I mean, the question is, do you think integration is mainly the responsibility of immigration and the society, the Swedish society, or both of them? Like, okay, because of immigration, because of people don't integrate, the society is getting difficult, people don't understand each other. Do you think it's because of integration is responsibility of everything? Like,
I think that if we should success with integration, it means that both parts must do a lot for it.
Yeah.
All the immigrants and all the Swedish society must work hard
together
on it. Yeah.
So integration is very, very important.
It is, definitely. If we don't success with that, it means the people live separately and never get to know each other.
Yeah,
that's not good.
Yeah, which is true. But how important is learning Swedish is learning Swedish? Like, for example, okay, I learn Swedish. If I learn Swedish, do I belong to in the Swedish society?
Um, that's up to you to decide. But it's really important to learn Swedish.
Yeah, of
because
course.
without that, you cannot find a good job.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
But
true.
I mean, you can speak really good Swedish, have a good job, and then go back home and only be with your family and friends from your country. Then you are not integrated.
I think most of people that's where they get trapped, you know. From only work you speak Swedish, but at home they don't speak Swedish. They speak their language, and
Yeah, of course.
and many
And
don't
I think
have
I would do the same if
Yeah.
I moved to another country. Yeah.
So it's kind of hard, you know, for most people, you know, because when you go home, you speak your own language with your kids and your family, you know. But at work, only you speak Swedish, and you don't have that Swedish friends which you know that you know. You go out together sometimes, you know, you speak the language, you know. It helps too. You know, I think many people that's their problem, you know. That's where they get, you know, stuck, you know. They just go to school after school. Many people cannot speak Swedish at school. You know, they just learn the basic things, you know. But the important thing is when you have people around you like who speak Swedish, then there you started learning, you know, Swedish, you know. Because I can tell you, for me, when I came here, you know, I went to school for SFE. Then, you know, my kids, you know, they help me, you know, to develop myself in Swedish. You know, if I speak Swedish, you know, if I tell them I live here for 9 years, like they don't see that. I say, yeah, I live here for 9 years, but my kids help me to speak Swedish because I speak Swedish with them, you know, so which helped me a lot, you know, to because I know some friends too, they have family, but they don't speak Swedish at home, you know. It's hard for them to speak Swedish, you know, which is very, very difficult for them to integrate, you know, in the society, you know, and it affect, you know, a lot of people, you know. I don't know how best they can do, you know, to help themselves, you know, to try to integrate in the society. Because if you move to another country, of course, you have to integrate in that country you are. You know, you have to learn the language. You need to, you know the culture, the society, which is very important. You know, So it's important. But why can it be? Why it is difficult for immigration to make Swedish friends? We talk about that. Okay. What could Swedish society do better for immigrants?
Oh, I think there should be a lot more to do. I think the Swedish society could open up more places, like something that was very common 10 years ago. We had this språkcafé.
Språkcafé. Okay,
That would be very valuable, I think, if we had more of that in several places, so that people there could meet and talk and get to know each other. Yeah.
Wow, that's good too, you know, for whoever is watching, you know, you just go to Sprott Cafe, you know, and meet people there and learn Swedish, you know, very easily, you know. But here is uh, can someone keep their own culture while become fully integrated, you know, in Swedish society? Like, okay, I'm a Gambian. Can I keep my culture if if I became a Swedish medborgare? Like, or can I keep my culture?
I don't know.
Because
I would like to ask you.
yeah,
What do you think?
I can do both, you know.
Yeah, I think you
You
can.
know, yeah, of course I can do both, you know, to be really fair of myself, you know. Because if I'm living here, I'm integrate here, I learn the society, I learn the language, I work here and I do everything here, live with kids and family.
And
Of course I can still have my culture. I still have the Swedish culture too.
And you could also share your culture with
Exactly.
the society.
I mean, yeah, I think that's the most important thing, you know. That's called integration, you know. Like integration doesn't mean we just have to learn the language, you know. We can share our cultures, you know, together, you know, interact together, you know, and open up together, you know, which is, you know, very, very important, you know. Yeah. What do you think about people from different culture misunderstand about each other?
That's very common, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I really can't say how to solve that more than if we had more open places where we could meet and get to know each other and talk openly about those problems.
Yeah.
That is important.
Important to be open up.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's good too.
Mm.
But what do you think we actually have more in common than we don't realize?
I think we have most things in common.
Than like
We are humans.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But maybe there are a lot of things there, maybe me and you, we have the same common things, but we don't realize it, As for me, I can say, humanity, love and care. If you have that, I have that, then, we are all the same, because we all want that.
Yeah. Sure.
I think that's the most important
I
thing.
just wish that more people would accept that instead of seeing what is different as the big problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how have your travel changed the way you see people? Like you travel for many years, to going to Africa. How do you see people in your own view? Like okay, let me make like this. You have been traveling to Africa.
Yeah.
I mean, for many years.
Yeah.
And you live in Sweden here. How do you see people, those Africans and Western people? How do you see people? Do you see people, we are all one, or how do you see people?
Yeah, I see people as people.
Okay.
Yes. Like sisters and brothers.
Brothers.
Yeah.
That's good, because we are all equal,
Yes, we are.
That's
Definitely.
good,
Yeah.
What does open-minded mean to you?
Open-minded.
Yeah.
Yeah, not to have this to decide that people from this part of the world should be like that,
Okay.
but instead be open-minded and understand that people all over the world are, of course, different, but mostly the same because they are humans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's Here is the final question. If you could give one piece of advice to an immigrant who feel like they don't belong in Swedish society, what could you tell them?
Try to join NGO.
NGOs.
Yeah.
How can they join those NGOs?
You have to find the NGO, like Google on it. Or you can go to these Studieförbund. I don't know what that is in English, but ABF. Or, yeah. You can take a course there and you will meet a lot of people. And yeah, and depending on what you are interested in. If you are interested in sport, there are NGOs for that. If you are interested in culture, there are NGOs for that.
Yeah. Wow.
So you have to find it.
So there's a lot of ways to find those organizations that help
Actually,
people.
at Norrköpings kommun's webpage, you can find all the NGOs in Norrköping.
Okay.
Yeah.
But last one, what could you say to that Swedish person who want to understand immigration better? Because maybe there are some people they don't understand. They don't understand the culture. I mean, what will you tell that one person? I mean, talk to these people, then you will understand them. What will you tell them?
Just understand that these are humans and we are all related to each other.
Yeah.
Because we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. What is that one advice you're gonna give to my audience?
Oh, 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 try to be open-minded.
Yeah.
I would say. Yeah.
Wow. So open-minded is very important to you.
I think so.
Wow. I mean, that's good.
Mm.
I mean, Eva, thank you very much, for your time. I really appreciate it, and it's a pleasure to have you here, and I'm happy, I enjoyed the conversation, to be honest with you,
Yeah,
and
this was interesting.
and yeah, it was interesting, you have been traveling for Africa. I mean, Africa. I can say for quite so much, which is very, very important. You see people equal, we are all human beings, and which is very, very important, you don't see different on any people. But you say do you have some NGO or any project? Can you talk about that, so people where to find you and how to...
Yeah, if you look at Facebook
Okay.
and you look for Imagine What We Can Do,
Okay.
that's the name of my NGO. There you can see everything that we do.
Okay.
And there you
How
can
can somebody say, can somebody join there, or
Sure,
how?
it's open to anyone.
How?
Well, now this NGO is mainly for people who live in Marielund, where I live too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Maria Lund.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But of course, if you live in another town, it's hard for you to join us because we are just doing small activities in
Maria
Marielund.
Lund. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Eva.
Yeah. Thank you.